it is early as ish, and I am not an early riser at all, okay? But here I am, because I just felt it on my heart that somebody needs to hear this. I felt like somebody might be able to use this information, because had I had this information earlier, I could have skipped all the drama, some of the heartache, maybe not all, because sometimes you got to go through some stuff, okay, to learn. I would have loved myself and shown myself differently, shown up for myself differently, had I known this information. So make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, honey, and that notification bell. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Come over here to this channel, honey, because I keeps it real with you, whether you like that or not. I'm about to drop some gems, okay? So I was sitting, and I haven't watched Love is Blind in a minute. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, the new season is a little bit boring to me. At least the first episode, it didn't catch my attention the way it usually does. But one consistent theme that I notice is that these people a lot of times will say they are on the show because they're tired of dating the same person. And it made me realize, like, I once said that. My younger self once said the same thing. Like, I'm tired of running into the same person. And eventually that led me to realizing, you know, I need to figure out, why do I keep choosing the same person? And what it led me to discover is I am an anxious individual. And not all anxious people are anxiously attached in relationships, but that's how I showed up in relationships. And it was difficult for me to understand that, or to be able to connect the dots with that, because our attachment styles, right? We know, or not everyone knows, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of it is foundational. So it's fundamental to who you are because of how your parents may have shown up for you. And so I was like, well, my parents showed up for me. Like, I have a great relationship with my parents. That can't be me. Like, that can't possibly be why. Like, so I had to do some inner work on myself. Like, okay, maybe this is why. Like, I had to really pinpoint and dig deep. Like, what do I remember as a child? What do I remember feeling sometimes as a child? And that led me to realize, oh, okay, there's some things that I experienced that were hurtful. And as a child, I internalized those things. And now as an adult, that now shows up in how I connect with people. And so it also led me to realize what a lot of people do is they experience pain, and they keep going back to that pain, because even though it's painful, it's a source of comfort for them. It's what they know. It's what they recognize, and it's where they feel comfortable. And so it's like, you can be somebody that is constantly running into people that are dismissive, or people that don't know how to communicate, or people that are emotionally unavailable, because you didn't get the attention that you needed as a child. And now it's like you're seeking someone to heal that part of you. And the real reason you do that is because you want to prove to yourself, oh, my parent didn't show up for me the way I needed. They didn't give me the attention I needed. I'm going to get it now somewhere else. Now I'm in control. I'm in the driver's seat now as an adult. And I'm now going to choose somebody subconsciously that has those traits, that embody, you know, someone that's not going to show up for me the way I need them to. And I'm going to basically make them show up for me the way I need them to. And then it creates this toxic cycle, and you end up with someone you're not even compatible with, because you're trying to heal yourself. You're trying to project your childhood trauma onto somebody else, and you expect them to heal that for you, and you have to heal that for you. And that's why you keep choosing the same person, because it's so difficult, right, to look back. A lot of us, we want to keep moving forward. We're always taught move forward, future thinking, forward thinking. Don't look back in the past. The past is the past. But the past is a part of what made you who you are today in the present. And if you try to ignore that, you're going to keep repeating the same cycle, like history. It's going to be this cyclical cycle of pain. And you're going to keep encountering the same person, because you're trying to heal yourself, because you don't want to do the work. And it's difficult, and it's hard. I can tell you, it's hard to look back. And, you know, my parents showed up for me 1,000 times, but for some reason my brain keeps looping back to the 2 times I felt let down. So then I chose people that would let me down. And then I would experience the same hurt that I didn't recognize as hurt as a child, because I internalized it, because I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't know what this was. And then here I am choosing the same type of person that's going to let me down. And that's what we do when we're unhealed in those areas, when we're not recognizing our attachment styles, is we end up not even, or we'll see red flags and we don't even do anything about it. Like, that's the difference with the healing, right? It's, you can have an anxious attachment style. You can have an avoidant dismissive attachment style. You can have an anxious avoidant attachment style. The ones that are not as desirable, right? But it can take, it could take a lifetime to heal that. But part of the healing is recognizing, one, where does that stem from? So doing some introspection, recognizing where it comes from, and then from there doing something about it. Oh, when I see these signs, I'm not going to deal with these type of people, or I'm going to move very carefully with these type of people because I recognize they are going to bring me the pain that I don't want to experience. You have to not want to experience it anymore. And that's going to then start making your brain think and make different decisions and rewire itself. Sorry, I have to go to my appointment, but we're going to pick up this conversation.